I'm available for all sort of MyLab courses, MS Excel, MS Word, MS PowerPoint, MS Access Mathematics, Accounting and Statistics, Problems Rock.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's session, we are taking Excel chapter 12. Okay, we will go to the MultiLab Pearson. We will download our file. Okay, click on download all files. You can see XP25 Excel chapter 12 cumulative business travel budget. I will guide you through this video step by step, making it easy for you to follow, and you can done your assignment by watching this video. You can contact me for your assignments, exam, quizzes, and for complete course on my WhatsApp and email. My WhatsApp and email are given in the description and shown on my bottom of the screen. I can do all online courses: MyLab Accounting, MyLab Finance, MyLab Excel, MyLab Word, MyLab PowerPoint, Writing, Economics, Java, C++, Python, Nursing, Web Development, and many more online courses. My WhatsApp and email are given in the description. You can contact me on my WhatsApp and email. Let's start our assignment. Okay, we will go to the MultiLab Pearson, go to Excel chapter 12. We will download this file. Click on download all written files. Go to our download folder. Open our instruction file first. Click on enable editing button. So we will select this title first. I will increase the font size of this title and then I will highlight for a proper view in my video. Okay. XP25 Excel chapter 12 cumulative business travel budget. Under this project description, you can see your project description to get idea about your project. So first question of this assignment is that, okay, first I will increase the font size of this instruction. Moving on, question number 1. Question number 1 is that start Excel, download and open the file name XP25 Excel chapter 12 cumulative budgets travels. Grader has automatically added your last name to the beginning of file name. Basically in this question we will have to download Excel workbook from Pearson Lab dashboard portal. You can download this file easily from your Pearson portal. Now I am going to opening my Excel workbook first. Okay. Click on enable editing button first. So first question number 2 is that delete the sample values in the range B6 to E15 and cell D2. Okay, we will select this range B6 to E15 and then we will delete the sample values. Enter this range, simply we will delete button. So we will click on cell D2 and then click on delete button. Click on cell D2 and then click on delete button. Okay, this sample value will be deleted. So moving on, next question of this assignment is question number 3. Question number 3 is that clear all existing data validation in the range A1 to K15. We will select this range first, A1 to K15. Go to the data tab. In the data validation group, click on data validation button. Click on data validation, click on OK. Simple clear all, click on OK. This is good. So moving on, question number 4 of this assignment. With cell F6 selected, record a macro name sort. Be sure to use relative references. Ensure the macro sort the data in descending order based on the amount. Stop the macro record and save the workbook as a macro enabled template. Okay. We will with cell F6 selected, click on cell F6. Okay. Record a macro name sort. We will go to the developer tab. In the code group, click on record macro button. Okay, we will tab here. Macro name is sort. So be sure to use relative references. Ensure that the macro sort data is descending order. Okay, ensure macro sort data is descending order. Stop the macro record and save the workbook as macro enabled template. Okay. Stop and click on OK button. This is good. So moving on, go to the home tab and click on editing group, click on sort and filter button, click on smallest to largest largest to smallest descending order, click on record macro button again. So this is good now. Okay, you can see here Question number 5 is that create a form control button that spans the cell J4 to L5, assign the sort macro and added the button text to sort. Create a form control button that spans the cell J4 to L5. We will select the cell first. Okay, go to the developer tab, click on insert button, click on form control. Okay, we will insert this form in the range J4 to L5. Assign the sort macro and add the button text to sort. Okay, macro name is sort. Click on OK button. So this is good. So moving on, next question of this assignment is question number 6. We will edit button 1. Sorry, this is previous question. Button 2, we will type here sort. Okay, so press enter. So moving on, question number 6. Use the VB editor to create a new module. Okay. Type the following VB code to create a custom mileage function, then save the exit VB editor. Be sure to leave a blank line between each line and before end function. Function mileage, miles and rate. Okay. First we will use the VB editor to create a new module. Go to the macro sort visual basic for application. Okay. We will go to insert, click on module button. We will enter this complete code. We will copy this code and then we will paste code here. Okay. So save best XP25 as chapter 12 cumulative budget control plus S. Okay, close this. So moving on, question number 7. Type mileage calculator in cell F4. Click on cell F4. We will type mileage calculator in cell F4. Mileage calculator. Okay, we will type mileage calculator in cell F4. So question number 8 is that autofit the column with F. Simply we will select column F and we will autofit the column F. Select column F, go to the home tab in the cells group, click on format button, click on autofit column with. Okay, so we will move on. Next question of this assignment is question number 9. Question number 9 is that click or select cell G4 and test the newly created mileage function by calculating the reimbursement amount for 45 miles travel at a reimbursement rate of 0.75 per miles. Delete the value of cell G4 after testing the function. Click or select cell G4. Okay. So and test the newly created mileage function by calculating the reimbursement amount for 45 miles and travel at the reimbursement rate of 0.75. Okay, we will enter formula in here in cell G4 and we will press enter. Delete the value in cell G4 after testing the function. So we will delete the value. You can see in previous point I have entered a formula mileage into 45 at 0.075. Press enter, it will be show mileage and then we will delete the value and set G4 after testing. Okay. So moving on, question number 10. Question number 10 is that use the VB editor to create a new module named protected workbook. Protect workbook. Type the following VB statement to create the sub producer appropriate line spacing. Okay. We will use the VB editor to create a new module. We will go to our Excel workbook. Go to developer tab. In the codes group, click on Visual Basic button. So we will click on insert module. We will type copy and paste code in here. Sorry, module name is protect workbook. We will type module name. Module name is protect workbook in here. So we will paste the code in here. Okay, simply copy this code and we will paste this code here. Okay, this is good now. So save this and close this. Okay, and again close this. You can see I have done 10 questions of this assignment right now. Okay, now moving on question number 10, 11, sorry. Insert a new module name up unprotected workbook. Unprotect workbook. Type the following VB statement to create the sub producer and then save and exit the VB editor. Okay, basically this question we will have to insert a new module named unprotect workbook. We will go to our Excel workbook, go to developer tab. Okay, we will go to developer tab. In the codes, click on visual button. So we will click on insert button, click on module. Okay, module name is unprotect workbook. We will type module name. The module name is unprotect workbook. We will type here unprotect workbook. Okay, now we will paste, simply copy this code and we will paste this code in here. Okay, simply copy this code which is given in the instruction. Okay, and then we will paste code here. Okay, so we will close this. Okay, you can see I have done 11 question of this assignment right now. Now moving on question number 12. Insert a form control button spanning cell J7 to L8, name unprotect, assign the unprotect work macro to newly created control button. Okay, basically this question we will have to insert a form control button spanning cell J7 to L8, J7 to L8. So we will go to the developer tab, click on insert button, click on form control button. In the controls group, click on insert button, click on form control button. We will insert a form control, insert a form. And here this range is given in the question. You can see range J7 to L8. Name is unprotect. The name is unprotect. Assign the unprotect workbook macro to newly created control button. Okay, click on OK button. Right click on this, click on edit text. Edit text. We will remove this button too. We will type unprotect. Press enter. Okay, I have done 7 questions so far. Now moving on question number 13. Insert a form control button spanning the range J10 to L10. Name protect. Assign the macro protect workbook. Okay, we will go to the developer tab in the control group. Click on insert button. Go to the form control. Okay, we will. You can see this. I have insert a form control button spanning this range J10 to L11. Name is protect. The name is protect. Click on OK button. So click on edit text. Edit text. We will type protect. Press enter. Okay, this is so good.